Hey everyone, so today the question I'm asking is, what the hell do you do with frostblades? The answer to that is, I really don't know. I've been messing around with it for a couple of hours now on a basically crit elemental buzzsaw setup character. So a character with a crit elemental dagger and a whole bunch of elemental gear, crit stuff, accuracy, wed, all of that. So I've built a elemental version of frostblades. And the passive tree reflects that, pretty similar to my previous builds for this type of character. I've just shoved Frostblades into it. So I'll start off with a map, which is, I don't know, a volcano. Haven't touched it before, we'll see how it goes. It's got Fracture on it. The setup right now is Multi-Strike, Blood Magic, Wed, Life Leech, Faster Attacks, and Frostblades. So for me, basically, there's just some discussion as to whether you build it physical, elemental, and what you do with this green slot. Do you use faster attacks? Do you use chain? Do you use fork? I've been messing around with them and I really don't know what's the best one. In any case, we'll jump straight in because basically I'm just here to show you what the skill looks like and maybe let you come to your own conclusions about what to do with it. Yeah, I haven't done a volcano before. Don't know what it looks like. I guess it's the kind of calm zone, which is pretty nifty. And Fracture seems to be slowing us down a little bit. So my conclusion is faster attacks is great for smaller maps, which don't have a whole lot of these guys. Oh, that's rough. Which don't have a lot of open space, a lot of monsters, so something like, you know, sewers, strand, whatever. I think that's where faster attacks shines, and also on single target. Whereas chain is a lot better on these open areas, so this map actually might be more of a chain map. Give it a shot, and I'll let you conclude for yourself. When you use chain, you do have that bigger AoE spread, that clear speed. The problem is your single target lacks, so coming up across a tough rare monster, it's pretty hard to deal with. But you can see chain just takes care of business. You sit in the middle, to the side somewhere, whole bunch of nonsense going on, and chain takes care of everything just by chaining all over the place. So to that extent it becomes a pretty fast clear speed skill. Now this is, bear in mind, with fairly expensive gear. We're talking, I don't know, a 6-link, and here's a good single target opportunity. Wasn't too bad, but I think we had some things to chain off of still anyway. As far as the fracture map goes, this is pretty nice. Clear speed, I think. As far as the character goes, like I said, 6-link, you know, there's a good 20 exalts right there, at a minimum. My dagger, probably something like 10 exalts. Each piece of jewellery, 10 exalts. Is it a boss room or some shit? Or just another level? I have no idea, guys, sorry. Probably won't go ahead and full clear it anyway. And, yeah, Malagara's legacy ones, so they're pretty expensive. Yeah, so this is a good example of some slower single target, because he's pure lightning, resist, and I've got a lot of lightning damage, and on top of that, I'm using chain. So another point of discussion is fork. Fork to me feels like a worse chain. Might not be too bad for this fracture map because there's a lot of stuff to hit, but it definitely misses some mobs sometimes, whereas chain auto locks onto everything around, and I don't know, chain feels like just a better clear speed to me. Of course, I'll let you draw your own conclusions. I've been playing around with them for a good few hours, running just some maps and changing setups, and I feel like fork is not as good as chain. I could be wrong. And I think my be-all end-all setup is chain, just for clear speed, faster attacks, shoved in place, sometimes in place of chain, for certain maps, and sometimes just instead of chain for boss fights. Is this a boss yet? Still no boss? Pretty big map then. And yeah, don't worry about the loot, guys. It's just on standard. It doesn't matter much to me anyway. Mostly testing purposes here. But basically the point of the video is to get you thinking about Frostblades, see what maybe you can draw your own conclusions and think about making your own build based off of what I'm showing here, because it's not quite that useless a skill. It is, I'd call it, probably stronger than Spectral Throw right now. My character here with Spectral Throw has something like 40k DPS, and it feels slower than this. So Spectral Throw's pretty much got one foot in the ground. What's this? Totem of Flames. Did he do anything? Oh, yeah, he does plenty. Oh god. So we're having all kinds of regrets right now. 3 extra proj. I get the feeling I will die to any of those hits. And I do mean any of them. There it goes. I don't think I'm capped on fire resist either. And 3 extra proj, that's pretty meaty. The other problem with my current build is you have no way of getting frenzies or power charges on just one-on-one. You need the ramp up speed from actually killing things, because I'm running Assassin's Mark, Curse of Hit, Herald of Thunder, Herald of Ice, that sort of thing, and Blood Rage for the other aspect of gaining charges. But yeah, fire is a bit undercapped. I just slapped together some gear randomly, haven't worried about resist too much. Seems like those totems go away eventually though, by themselves. Oof, we got some pretty dangerous shit going on here. So he spawns lightning warp totems, those little tiki ones that shoot, and the flame ones. That's a rough boss. Not sure how hard he would be just without that 3 proj. You can also try, nah, I'll just stick to this for now. Yeah, but it does look like the totems go away after a while. Maybe if it's getting a bit hectic, just bail, come back in, and you'll be okay. But the point here, Frostblades, not too bad. Could build Fizz around it. The other thing I did try is a very nice Fizz dagger. This is something like 300 DPS. It's going to be super expensive. In this build, I figured it might be good just for that Fizz to cold conversion, but it doesn't really end up making any DPS difference. Like, that's with my Elemental Dagger, with the Fizz one, a couple thousand DPS, but this one's infinitely more expensive than this one right now. And yeah, just running Belly Beast, Evasion Shield, all that sort of nonsense. It's not too bad at all. Not sure how easy this build will be to run without currency though. It's probably not worth doing. Not sure if Frostblade's worth doing without currency. To me, Frostblades feels like you really need a shitload of DPS to make it work. Because without that shitload of DPS, potentially lots of crits, you kind of just feel like you're doing nothing a lot of the time. I don't know if that's a good enough explanation. But in any case, that's basically Crit Elemental Frostblades, just to get you thinking. My opinions are Chain, Fork, faster attacks. Those are the 3 to decide from. Otherwise, Multi-Strike's pretty great. Leech, not entirely necessary. You can get by on pots, but it is your 6th link option for me. Wed, Frostblades. Hope I got you thinking. Hope you haven't completely written the skill off just yet. I haven't, but I'm having a bit of a headache trying to think of how to make best use of it. In any case, I am Mathel. Thanks for watching, guys, and take it easy.